So let's take a second and talk about Modere. Now, I want to cover a couple of things for you in this video. One, what happened and what might have caused them to close after 23 years of being in business. Two, what could be some alternatives or what could be some signs that you might look for if you're looking for a good at-home business that you could do and make significant income. Now, I'm not an expert. I am just giving you my honest opinion. I've been full-time in the network marketing, MLM, multi-level marketing arena for the last 7 years. I've built several large organizations across probably 3 different companies now. So I do know what I'm talking about. And although, again, I'm not the expert here, I'm just giving you one man's opinion. So I was reading some articles. I saw this one here on Yahoo Finance. And, you know, everyone's going to have a slightly different story, especially when you talk to the leaders of Modere or you go and down the rabbit hole and you see, there's a lot of anti-MLM people out there that have their opinions as well. And here's what I know from being in the industry for many, many years is that when companies don't change with the times, when they don't make adjustments, especially when it comes to physical product companies, it is a real challenge for physical product companies. We've seen issues with companies like Prove It, obviously with Modere, and many other companies over the last couple of years that have closed their doors or even changed their business model and gone away from multi-level marketing to now a customer-based program. So if companies don't change with the times, they don't make adjustments. And what's really important too for companies, and I'm not saying this happened with Modere, but also in that Yahoo Finance article, there's information about, Modere was suing one of their former top leaders. And when you get into, issues like that, it's just a recipe for disaster. So what I've seen is companies that do have physical products and try to ship them globally and worldwide, and they don't keep up with the times of, network marketing, MLM, even affiliate marketing is so much different today than it was 10 years ago. It's incredibly different from how it was 20 years ago. You can, and I use this term lightly, but you can easily build a significant network marketing organization all from the comfort of home without ever doing hotel meetings, three-way calls, or coffee shop meetings, or any of that old school traditional stuff. It is so much easier now than it ever has been. And I've seen situations where companies, CEOs, they don't want to listen to the field. They don't want to hear what is going on out there, and they just want to stay in their old school traditional ways. And a lot of the times those companies go down. And unfortunately, it really does suck for a lot of the leaders that were with Modere. And, I've friends with some of these leaders on Facebook, and I know they've built huge teams. They make very significant money. And what's interesting is how, as soon as this happened, that, the doors were closed, the announcement went out there, Facebook was just flooded with, oh my gosh, all of these distributors, they're left, and now what are they going to do? And some people on one hand were saying, everyone leave them alone, let them make their own decision. And then on the other hand, all of these distributors that now didn't have a home anymore were literally trying to cherry pick each other and trying to reach out, cross recruit, upline, downline, sideline, and, trying to get everybody, as many people as possible, to jump over in whatever opportunity got dangled in front of them. So it's like, it just became a very interesting war out there on social media. And of course, everybody has an opinion, just like I'm giving you my opinion here. So here's what I do know. What I've seen over the years, and again, just one man's opinion and one man's experience, is I've always found and I've always had good, I wouldn't even call it luck because it's more just skill. And I've always had good skill sets when it comes to marketing online opportunities, specifically online opportunities that focus on digital products. And I think now, as we look out at the industry, as we look out at affiliate marketing, network marketing, MLM, whatever you want to call it, in order for companies to truly be successful, one man's opinion here is there needs to be a lot of digital products offered. Now, why is that? Because digital products will help keep the costs low. companies like Modere, it's hard for an actual product-based company that has all of the issues post-COVID with manufacturing costs, cost of goods, shipping, everything has increased post-COVID. All the prices have gone up. And when you look at product margins, when you look at the compensation plans, when you look at all those things, it's very, very difficult for old school traditional companies to be profitable. So I've always found that digital based products can work really, really well. So, as an example, and this isn't a pitch on my company for everyone to say, hey, watch this video, then join me. I'm just giving you the data and I'm giving you the example. Okay. The company that I am with literally just did a cash promotion. They just hit 20 years in business and did a 6 month long cash promotion. So they took an already great compensation plan that has about 70% commissions, incredible product margins on digital products, and they just made it even better. They're giving away even more cash for the next 6 months to celebrate 20 years in business. So when you have a company like that, A plus rating with the Better Business Bureau, 20 years in business, 100% digital products, they are celebrating the fact that they hit 20 years. They are celebrating the fact that they can pay out more commissions because they're debt free with millions of dollars in the bank. Now, compare that to a company like Modere, which financially just couldn't stay in the game any longer. So you have to make the decision, do you want to go with a product-based company or do you want to go with a digital product-based company? Now, for me, it's a very simple answer. Higher product, higher commissions, better product margins for the company, more profitable, easier to promote. You don't have to worry about shipping. You don't have to worry about returns. You don't have to worry about samples and demos and all those other things. You just deliver great digital products that actually benefit the end user. And the products that I've used over the years actually do that. And they do that in a very impactful way. So I just want you to think about, as you're looking at the industry, the niche, multi-level marketing, MLM, network marketing, digital marketing, affiliate marketing, what could be the best thing for you as you look out to 2025 or the next decade, and making a decision to, if you want to build a successful home-based business, what are the best products and services? What is the best thing that you could get out there, be proud of, market, and do it in a way that, you're going to feel good about what you're doing. You're going to feel safe. Now, let me kind of end with this, because using that term safe is always loose, right? So you have to understand this, that with any home-based business, with any digital opportunity, yes, there's always risk. And I understand that. I get that. And that's why, I'm on, not my first, 7 years full-time in this industry working from home. That's why I'm still not on my first company. The very first company that I was with, that I built a significant team of thousands of people, the CEO decided to change the compensation plan and it literally cut my income in half, which made me move to another company, right? And then a company I was with back in 2023 had a very large team, was making well over 5 figures per month. And as far as we know, and this is still the mystery here, a bill didn't get paid, servers were shut down, and the company lost its entire database in the blink of an eye. And everyone's income and team and organizational structure was gone. And that forced yet another move. There's always risk. Always. You always have to understand that when you get into a business. But you can make an educated decision and partner with a solid, successful company. Success leaves clues, my friend. And one thing I've learned over the years is you always got to go with your gut. You always got to look at the data and realize, what does the data tell you? There's so many MLMs out there. There's so many network marketing companies out there that are here today, gone tomorrow. And they could be all the rage on social media 1 minute. And then 3 months later, the people that were shouting from the rooftops that you need to join have already moved on to the next thing. The company that I'm with right now, I've been with since 2018, and I'm not going anywhere. It's an incredible company with an incredible compensation plan and incredible products. Yes, I've been part of other companies. Yes, I've had issues with some of those other companies, not personal issues, but decisions made by corporate management, compensation plan changes, servers shutting down, any of those sort of things. So yes, of course, there's always risk. But when you partner with the right company that has a great compensation plan, that has products that pay out in a big way, you can most likely do very, very well. So, hope this video was helpful. Hope you got some kind of insight here. And I'm going to leave an end card here at the end of this video if you want to see my full overview of what I do, what I'm all about, how I give away over $11,000 in free value just for teaming up with me. You can check that out if you want to. Again, one man's opinion on the industry, Modere, supplement companies, product-based companies versus digital companies. Make your choice. If you have any questions for me, I left my phone number right there at the top of this video. Yes, that's me. You can text me. You can ask me anything, or feel free to drop a comment below. By the way, if you made it to this point in the video, checking this out, do me a favor, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you get notified first anytime I upload new content. I appreciate you watching, my friend. I'll see you on the next one.